Modern Warfare 2 could be in some serious trouble if changes aren't made soon. Let me explain. Modern Warfare 2 is right around the corner and a lot of people have their concerns about whether the game is going to be good or not. Given that the last few COD games have been a disappointment, people including myself have some serious doubts on Modern Warfare 2. So today I created a list of changes and things that could add to Modern Warfare 2 to make it the best game it could be. So with that said, let's get into it. Now let's get into the main reason people like playing Call of Duty, the guns. The guns in Modern Warfare were always a bitch to grind out if you didn't have any XP tokens, and I hope they can change this system in Modern Warfare 2. My ideas are either decreasing the amount of attachments, because let's be honest, who the fuck needs 22 different sight attachments, or an idea I actually see happening, making the guns require less XP to level up to allow everyone to enjoy the weapons without having to sweat your nuts off on shipment to get it to level 70. While we're on the topic of guns, Modern Warfare 2 needs to make guns worth grinding for, having some type of reward for actually grinding out a weapon. To give an example, let's go back to the very underwhelming COD game, Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4, while not being an amazing game, did an amazing job at making guns worth grinding for, giving weapon mod attachments to change the playstyle of a gun or make a gun really good at something, but obviously limiting the attachments you're allowed on the gun. This would make guns fun to grind for and make them fun to keep using, overall making the guns feel good and new to play with. Another good example of having an attachment that changes the playstyle, the chainsaw attachment for the Fin LMG in Modern Warfare, or what I like to call it, the penis gun, because it looks like a dick. The chainsaw attachment does a great job at completely changing the playstyle of the Fin, turning it from a long-ranged LMG to a close-range powerhouse while being worse at range. The chainsaw attachment played a huge part into why the Fin was one of my favorite guns to use in Modern Warfare. Also, here's another fucking thing that was super annoying with guns in the past few years, making Battle Pass guns broken as shit in the base game and in Warzone for when they were exclusive to the Battle Pass, but then deciding to nerf them into the ground after the guns become available to all. It's just really unfair to those who don't have the time to grind out that dog shit battle pass. So yeah, maybe balance your weapons a bit better in Modern Warfare 2? Thanks. Now then, let's get into, in my opinion, the worst part about Modern Warfare. The maps. They were just fucking awful. The maps are gonna need a serious rework in the new Call of Duty because the ones in years past have been terrible. There aren't many good maps in Modern Warfare, and if you're asking me, the only good one is Shoot House. The other maps were just alright. The main problem I have with maps now is how complicated they are, and call me a shitter, but too much is sometimes a bad thing. There is not a point in a map that isn't spawned where I can't get shot from 7 different angles at once. Whether they're windows, straightaways, doors, buildings, corners, you name it, you can probably get Lee Harvey Oswald from there. Now, I'm not saying we should go back to Call of Duty World War II and its map design with it just being left, right, and middle with some shit in between, but we need some maps with some good spots that reward players for thinking outside the box, but not too many to where there's no counterplay to combat it. There's a reason why we all like maps like Nuketown, Raid, Rust, you name it. It was all because of its simplicity with options, so I think it would be a really good idea to take a look at how map design can be easy to learn and enjoy without it being boring and bullshit. I also hope they can bring back some old maps from the past and mix it well with the modern style of Call of Duty games, refining these maps to better suit the style of play of today's game. While I loved all the maps they brought back in Call of Duty Cold War, some of them didn't mix well with the fast-paced, sweat-filled, G-Fuel snorting play of today. So I'm hoping they could bring back the old maps and make them mix well with the modern mechanics. Alright, with guns and maps out of the way, let's get into some gameplay shit. To get the "no shit dumbass, why are you even saying this stuff" out of the way, obviously, they really need to do away with the skill-based matchmaking in Call of Duty. I understand it helps out the shitters, but is it really helping them if they end up doing good one game then get thrown into a lobby with 4 pro players? It really just makes the game unenjoyable for everyone, and you never feel as if somebody is truly better than you, if they're all just around your same skill level anyway. And let's be honest, most of them end up camping when they get into those lobbies anyway, so it really doesn't have much of a purpose at all. Almost every person who enjoys this game wishes they would get rid of skill-based matchmaking, and that's why I'm saying it here. Oh, here's another thing that's bullshit. Cheaters. We all love them, their parents hate them, and they all have 3 chins minimum. Modern Warfare 2 really needs to buff up their anti-cheat, especially in Warzone lobbies. It's sad on how many games I've had ruined just because some guy wanted to snap their gun to my head while also decreasing their penis size by about 3 inches. It's really something that should be a given in any game, but COD is a little in the sped category when it comes to stuff like that, but all we can do is just ask and give them shit about it until they actually do something. Hey, a bit off topic, but can we talk about something? Why the fuck did they get rid of the map voting system? Seriously, what was the point? I feel like they want us to play the dog shit maps so we can get Stockholm Syndrome and actually think they're good maps. You know, we wouldn't want our players out here to play their favorite maps. That would be too simple. Let's make them play Piccadilly. That'll help mend the problem. I'm hoping that they'll add back the simple as fuck feature, so as players, we could all vote for our favorite maps again without all the bullshit that comes with it. Now we gotta get to the gameplay. The way the game feels. Yeah, let's hope they don't give us the same fucking movement from last year, lest they want my TV to have a perfect dick-shaped hole in the center due to pure rage. Movement has always been a huge fight between the communities. Some want fast games while some want slow games. To me, the movement was one of the few things I thought Modern Warfare almost got right. Modern Warfare had a good mix of slow and fast combat, but I feel like it should be a bit slower than 2019 for Modern Warfare 2. The tac sprint along with dead silence and stims really made some dumb shit army guy into Usain Bolt off of some felony drug, which made it sometimes really unfair and unfun to play against. So for me, tuning down the speed just a bit would make the game flow a lot better with the player base. And last, but certainly least, the cosmetic side of Call of Duty. This isn't going to be that long of a segment, but I feel like they could add back some of the cool cosmetics from games past. I would take a huge page out of Black Ops 3's book and adding back some of the animated camos for most, if not all, weapons. They just looked amazing to look at, and were pretty fun to get as well. Really added some flair to a gun rather than just some anime chick with a fat rack to boot. I also feel like they could just be a bit more creative with the progression camos, but it's something I'm not really losing sleep over. Just could be a fun way to add a bit more of creative freedom to the weapons of Modern Warfare 2. Well, I think that about covers all the things in my list. I'm hoping that Modern Warfare 2 adds some of the ideas from this video, but given I'm just some shitter guy in a bedroom, we're probably not getting shit, and we'll be let down yet another year like we're playing Madden or 2K. But alas, if they do add anything in my list, I will be overjoyed, grind the shit out of the game for a month, and then barely play again. If you enjoyed my content and want to see more, please consider subscribing. There will be more videos at the end that I think you'll really enjoy. But with that said, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all later.